and welcome to this edition of School Notes. I'm Michaela Smith. Well, we've made it to the 100th day of school, which means we have some photos of some very cute elementary students dressed up as 100-year-olds. Students from Craft Elementary, Machen Elementary, and Armstrong School for the Arts went all out to celebrate the 100th day of school. You can see more photos on Hampton City Schools' Facebook or Twitter accounts. 8th graders from Jones Magnet Middle School got the chance to participate in Chemical Reaction Day. Students saw some very interesting experiments, and science teacher Sherry Mayer wore a GoPro in the name of science to give us an up-close look at the reactions.
That's awesome.
Well, we did Chemical Reaction Day, and we just did a whole bunch of different types of experiments. We did like a gummy bear one, which I thought was really cool because it went from pink to black. And then we did like this foam one where you mix hydrogen peroxide, soap, and glow stick and food coloring, and it foams up and it becomes like a big old glob.
My favorite experiment was definitely the gummy bear sacrifice. They showed us a little YouTube video on how it's done, but when they did it in class, that thing was just, it was exciting. What they did was they put a tube and they put the gummy bear in it, and they heat it up.
I think it's important because in 8th grade we have the SOL, which is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And those experiments we did today were all of those grade levels, and it gets us prepared for the SOL. And when we go on to high school, we learn about what we want to do in the future and help with our goals.
All 4 of Hampton's high schools have a JROTC program for students to join and see what it's like to be a cadet. PEG TV intern Alan Beaver recently visited with Kecoughtan High School cadets and learned what it takes to be a part of the team.
We arrived here at 6:45 this morning to watch NJROTC cadets perform their drills. These students are here 5 days a week at this same time to prepare for upcoming competitions. We talked with some cadets and their senior chief on about what it takes to be part of this program.
You learn a lot about yourself, self-discipline, you learn teamwork, you learn that you're a part of something bigger than just yourself. We want our cadets to be focused on school now and school in the future.
I've really learned more about leadership. I have always been the type that wants to get up and lead. I've experienced leadership through multiple ways, not only through ROTC, but also through Boy Scouts. I've learned the different aspects of leadership because you start off from being a follower and eventually you're up there as a leader and you have to make the decisions. So it's definitely cool seeing both sides of it.
I wasn't big on confidence when I came to ROTC, but I think that I'm learning and I'm gaining more confidence as I'm here.
You can look at ROTC in 2 ways. You can see it as a class, or you can see it as, you can see it as a team. When you come out and do drill teams and do all the teams and stuff, you know, you really appreciate and you get a good sense of esprit de corps or pride in what you're doing here.
Well, I get up at around 5:30 every morning to come here at 6:45. We have different days that we practice. Like on Monday, we have armed, and then on Tuesday we have unarmed acts and stuff. So it's different teams every day, and you really have to be committed because if one person's not here, then the whole platoon falls apart.
It takes a level of commitment, it takes a level of personal satisfaction to see how well you can do here against other cadets, and we compete all the way up to Washington D.C. down to Virginia Beach. So it's pretty challenging for my cadets.
Definitely when you first pick it up, it's 18 pounds, you lift it up and you're like, wow, this thing is heavy. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to spin this 3-4 times at once. But after you sit there and you come here every day at 6 o'clock and you just work at it day in and day out, it just kind of becomes second nature.
And it takes them depending on the individual, from about 3 to 6 or 7 months before they can master that enough to go out on the actual drill floor.
And all the people out here, they're some of my closest friends, and I never would have met them if I didn't join ROTC. ROTC is it's military based, but it's a leadership course. So it teaches you leadership, patriotism. So I think it can help you in the civilian world as well.
These cadets are very dedicated in what they do. They take pride in coming to school every day and putting in hard work. They have learned what it takes to become a leader and have made some friends along the way too. Reporting for School Notes, I'm Alan Beaver.
We apologize in advance. This next story may make you hungry. Smith Elementary School recently hosted a book tasting where students and parents got to read a food-themed book and then sample food inspired by the book.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, come on up.
The food is related to all the books that we'll be reading tonight.
And it's an exciting event. She chose books that had foods that the students would like. For instance, over there you see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they have Hershey bars to go along with that. So you know the students are all excited about that. So she chose books that were interesting to the students, that had some type of matching to some type of food that they would like. And so the students are excited, the staff is excited, and we are all ready to come out and taste some good food while we read some good books.
I wanted to do this because I just like reading books because it gives you knowledge.
So what do you think of this event?
I think it's awesome. I think they should do more of these types of things.
So what do you think of the titles? Did they pick some good ones or?
I think so. I think it's a good variety.
It's cool.
And which tables do you like?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And why do you like that?
Because I like chocolate.
Did you know that dragons love tacos? They love beef tacos and chicken tacos. They love really big, gigantic tacos and tiny little baby tacos as well.
We're having this eating thing, so it mostly is here to express. We get to try the food and we get to actually see the book.
Remember, you have to listen so you can write your summary. We were all sitting around the big kitchen table. It was Saturday morning.
To answer in the back, and you get the cupcakes.
This event was designed to give students an exciting look into books that are available for them to read. Our main goal here at Smith is to put books in every student's hands.
Food Play stopped by Tarrant to showcase their program that teaches students about eating healthy and maintaining active lifestyles to 300 pre-kindergarten students. The show has won 10 National Nutrition Awards and an Emmy.
Apples instead of sugary, salty, fatty fast food apple pies.
This play teaches the kids about increasing their fruits and vegetables. And Food and Nutrition Services continues to be a big part in wanting kids to increase their fruits and vegetables. It's important because most kids don't get enough fruits and vegetables in each day, and hopefully what they learn from this play will encourage them to try new fruits and vegetables that we offer, and again, be that building block that they need for healthy nutrition and healthy living.
Next up, let's take a look at what's been shared on Hampton City Schools' social media outlets. On Facebook, Burbank Elementary hosted a math night for students and parents to enjoy a meal together and get some additional participation in hands-on math activities. Craft Elementary had a special visit from Hampton's Mayor Donnie Tuck. Mayor Tuck came to their school to read to them on their 100th day. The Garden Club at Spratley Gifted Center harvested vegetables from their garden. Students also put together their sewing containers filled with milkweed seeds. On Twitter, first graders at Andrews Pre-K through 8 shared what they would say if they met George Washington. At Davis Middle, students were learning about special triangle models in Mr. Taylor's geometry class. And at Forest Elementary, Ranger Boot Camp kicked off thanks to the New Covenant Church, Langley Air Force Base, and Anytime Fitness. Our next story is a bit different because I actually got to be a part of it. February marked the annual ODU Model United Nations Conference. Model UN attempts to model the actual United Nations. Each school that attends the conference is assigned at least one country. Everyone from Kecoughtan represented the country of Botswana. Students can also be put in various councils. Each of the councils are assigned certain issues that the actual United Nations might discuss, and the countries have to work together to write resolutions for these problems. Bethel High School attended the conference representing Mexico. Before we go, we'd like to remind students and parents that there is still time to sign up for the new Law and Public Safety Academy. Students will have the opportunity to work with industry professionals and learn even more about their chosen field. Starting this fall, 10th through 12th graders will have the opportunity to be a part of this academy and to focus their learning through one of the available pathways of study: law and legal studies, law enforcement, or emergency medical services and firefighting. See your guidance counselor today. Well, thank you for joining us on this edition of School Notes. Please keep sending us your story ideas. We love to see what's going on in and around Hampton City Schools. Remember, it's every child, every day, whatever it takes. See you next time.